Alright folks, it's your boy Marco. Is going to kick it off here. Wasteland Wednesday. Now I want you to pay very close attention to the kill feed. Boom. Disconnected due to transmission error. You're going to see a few of these. Boom. Left the game. I'm going to pull it up. We only got one guy we're going up against. They had a whole clan over there before. Everybody decided to leave. So I want to talk about a little bit in this game, this footage right here today. First off, let me unplug this other mic I got going on. There we go. So we'll see my name flashing. Now I'm looking connected. Okay. They got 2 more people, 3 more people. Normally looking at the scoreboard is a really bad idea, especially when you're in the game. 9 times out of 10 you're going to get blasted. There's no point in looking at it. But look at that. Left the name, timed out, connected. This game, you kind of have to keep looking at it. That's going to happen the better you get at Call of Duty, the more people are going to leave the game. I mean, some of them just leave because they, that's bad C4 toss. Apologize for that. I mean, some of them just leave, because of an internet issue. That's, that's life. But, in that case, the whole clan left right at the beginning of the game once it started. I don't think that was an internet issue. I think we know what that was. So you got to play the game a little bit differently. You got to be aware of that, and that's where the scoreboard comes really in handy. See, red drummer connected. All right, they got 6. And communication is key. I was playing with my boy Joe here. We were talking. All right, they got lost a man. They got a guy. All right, they got a full squad. Now be careful. So you notice at the beginning, I had to push back and go back into my spawn. I saw that they were connecting. I saw that we were where the enemy should have been, but there was no enemy. This guy over here in the corner. Should have killed him a little bit smoother, but at least he's dead. Now I'm chasing, hustling. But the kill feed is really important. Not a lot of people use it as much. It's like a little mini radar, not a mini radar, but it could be used to advantage as a radar. When I see a guy in front of me, it's easier when you're running with teammates of yours. You see their name, you see that they died in the kill feed, you saw that he was recently near you. If there's somebody around you. Same thing goes with people leaving and coming in and out of the games, which we're gonna see here. It's important for when calling in kill streaks, for when not to call them in. If there's only one guy on the other team, maybe you don't really want to call in that VSAT. It might not be worth it. Maybe do save that escort drone. See my man Queens Marine left the game. Check real quick, he's on the other team. Alright, gotta let him know, hey, we only got 5 now. There's gonna be somebody coming in, eventually spawning. This guy leaves the game right there. So we got 4 now. So there's gonna be less people over here, less people to fight, less people to chase. You gotta be aware of this. You gotta be even more aware when they come into the game, because the spawns in this game are insane. They're erratic sometimes, so they can spawn in anyway. And that could ruin your streak, and you don't want that to happen. See that guy connected right there, whatever his name was. It doesn't matter what the name was, you just gotta know. Connected. Left. Same with when, thought I had a C4 there, didn't. Got bailed out there. Same thing goes when using the kill streaks. Same thing goes when you have, teammates in front of you. You see that names around there? Now look over here. I always talk about this window, how dangerous. I try to, and then I looked and I was like, no, thank you. Teammate, come on, man. There you go. Thank you. You gotta be really careful with that window, man. 9 times out of 10, that guy's gonna win that gunfight. I don't want me to be one of those guys. Now, you can't be staring at the kill feed the whole time. Same thing with the radar. That guy managed to spawn in there, good kill, and I got surrounded. It's unfortunate. Can't always be staring at that. Same thing, you can't be staring at the radar. But you gotta be aware of what people are doing. Somebody connected, somebody left the game, looks like you got somebody else on the other team. You also gotta be aware because there's a big difference between playing people that have been in the game the whole time, as opposed to everybody was thirsty for that tag. Everybody wanted that. There's a big difference between playing with people that have been in there the whole time, as opposed to people that haven't been there the whole time. So, I can expect somebody like this guy who's been in the whole game. I mean, I'm not sure if he was or not, but the way he acted right there is like he knew that there was going to be an escort drone there, so he pulled out the shot. Look at that. We got down 3 on the other team now. Even last, down to 2 right now, so you got to be aware of this. There's only 2 guys left. But you could expect them to know, if you're using C4, they'll probably have flight jacket on. If you're using a certain kill streak, that guy left the game too. Oh well. And now I see it connected. Alright, probably come on the other team, so we know that there's a new squad coming. You gotta looking out where these guys gonna spawn in right there. It's a good C4 toss right there. But yeah, I'm sorry. I blanked out right there for a second. So you gotta be aware where these guys come from, and also be aware that if they've been in the game long enough, they're gonna know what you're doing right there. That guy managed to pop up. That one little lonely guy left on the VSAT. And I don't blame him. Score 65-9. I wouldn't want to come into this game either. I don't really quit games, though. I'd come in and play, and it'll be ugly, but it'll be whatever. It'll be a learning experience in the long run. I really hate how people just leave and come in games. Look at that. They got a full squad now. Gotta be aware of this. You see them on the VSAT right now. It's good, but if you don't have a VSAT, you gotta be really aware that these guys are spawning in. what spawns are modestly open where you think they. I mean, it's a gamble. 50 in the end, you never know exactly where they're gonna spawn, but you could guide that one who's there. That guy managed to kill me. Good kill right there. It's unfortunate too. We're gonna put up another V set on the guys, but that's life. So yeah, three points here mainly with in dealing with people coming in and out. A, it's a good way to know what teammates of yours are dying. Kind of situate where the enemy is if you know where that teammate is or if he's talking to you. B, 2 or B, whatever we go. Letters and numbers don't matter. It's a good way to know who's in and out of the game and make sure that you kind of get an idea of where they're spawning from and how many they're going to be spawning from. And C or 3, depending on whether you're a number or letter guy. It's also a good way to know whether they're aware of what you're doing exactly. You always get. I personally prefer to stay with the same 6 guys the whole game. If it were up to me, this is probably a horrible suggestion for Treyarch, but if it were up to me, if you're in a game, you're in a game. If you have an internet issue, that happens, I'm sorry. Your character should be able to stay in the game and just keep getting popped. I stick by that guy. I repaid him the favor with the C4, but good stick on his behalf. But yeah, your character should be forced to play that game out. Sorry if you got a bad internet connection and it craps out. That's okay. It really doesn't matter. KD is not really that important. It's just it's all right. If you lag out of one game because your internet was bad and it brings it down a little bit, okay, you'll make up for it. Don't worry, you won't be that much in trouble. So I'd rather stick with the same 6 guys the whole time. And if you want to quit on your own, just realize your character's gonna be in the game, still getting his ass handed to him. I think that's fair, but whatever. People coming in and out of the game, it's part of the game. It's part of the game that most people don't talk about, Obviously, I prefer everybody to stay in the game the whole time, but, like this guy for example, he probably just came in, I don't know what his name is, Bronx Swag. He couldn't have been here too long. Well, he's 09, I guess he was here long enough. But when he was staring over there into the spawn, I mean, he was probably confused at where the spawns were. And that's part of the reason that coming in late isn't good. But hey, it's part of the game. You gotta be aware with it. Just keep those 3 things in mind right there. We went 35-5. Still a pretty good game, even with all that mess going on. Come back tomorrow, Throwback Thursday. We're gonna kick it back with some Black Ops Uno, I believe I got coming up. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Get on my man John Rambo there. Check that footage out. Check some more footage out on the channel, and also follow me on Twitter so you can know when I'm putting up videos and also talk about some other stuff. Thanks a lot, guys.